FKM Hunter 150 and FKM Ranger 150 side-by-side comparison. Sa video ito, pag-usapan din naman natin ang kanyang specs and key features, yung ating first impressions dito, yung 3 things that you'll like and 1 good thing to improve, and yung final thoughts natin dito if maganda ba itong motorcyclong ito as a good motorcycle option or a must-buy kind of decision. Ngayon, simulan natin sa kanyang side-by-side comparison. Makikita natin dito, si Hunter 150 at si Ranger 150 ay may price around the same na 78,000 pesos. While the colors naman natin, si Hunter 150 ay mayroong color white tsaka color green. Maganda yung color niya dito mga boss ha, while si Ranger 150 naman is meron siyang color brown tsaka may pagka-army green. So, tigda dalawang colorways yung motorsiklong ito. Ako siguro mga boss, if ako yung papapiliin, gusto ko ng color black na FKM Ranger 150. Pero kayo ba mga boss? Pakilagay nyo nga dyan sa comment section ano yung color nyo. Team Hunter ba kayo or Team Ranger and anong color? Ngayon naman mga boss, when it comes to headlight, maganda din naman both tong motorsiklong ito. Si Hunter 150 is meron siyang resemblance ng GS 1250. While si Ranger 150 naman is yung parang sa Kymco. So for me, depende na lang talaga yan or napaka-subjective na lang kung kanino mo tatanungin tong question if sino mas gugustuhin mo. Design-wise, gusto ko si Hunter 150. Specs-wise, mas leaning ako kay Ranger 150. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin yung rear headlights niya. Makikita naman natin dito may pagka-the-same lang talaga yung kanilang headlights. So, it's up to you if sino talaga yung mas magugustuhan mo. While sa instrument panel naman din, it's the same with the headlights. So, napaka-konti lang talaga ng kanilang differences. Ngayon, if tatanungin naman natin dito is if naka-keyless remote system ba tong dalawang to, ang sagot natin dyan is naka-shutter system lang. Is it bad or is it good? For its price, I can say it's decent naman for both. And now, if makikita mo naman yung utility box natin or yung kanyang underseat compartment, I think medyo mas maganda konti si Ranger 150 dito, but maybe, I'm not sure yet if makakalagay ba tayo ng half-face helmet dito. All in all, maganda pa rin naman kasi meron siyang dagdag na grab bar bracket which is pag-usapan natin mamaya para pwede magdagdagan ng top box. Ngayon naman, charging port natin dito. If makikita mo si Hunter 150, color yellow yung kanyang cover sa kanyang charging port, which is si Ranger 150 is naka-circular na pang-cover sa USB port. So for me, medyo mas premium si Ranger 150 dito. So I can say Ranger 150 ako dito. Sa mag wheels naman boss, I can say the same lang naman sila tulad ng napag-usapan ko kanina. While sa fuel consumption, wala pa tayong statement dito in regards to Hunter 150 tsaka Ranger 150. Siguro I think pwede natin ma-range tong motorcycle nila around 30 to 50 kilometers per liter depende sa paggamit. But having that said, 30 kilometers per liter is much more tipid na talaga if makakabili ka ng motor over sasakyan. They both have the same displacement which is 150cc. Makikita naman natin dito, fuel capacity niya is the same na 7 liters, which is very nice and very decent talaga. Kasi alam nyo naman, di ba mga boss, na si Honda RS125 is around 3.9 liters lang. So, an extra capacity would really be a great addition for your investment. While sa footboard mga boss, check na check tong dalawang to, which means may dagdag storage tayong mapaglalagyan. For example, yung bag natin, yung mga napamili natin sa market, yung mga ganon. So, it's a very plus talaga sa dalawang ito. Meron na rin tayong top box ready dito, which means may bracket na, so di ka na mag-aalala para sa mga aftermarket. And good to go ka agad if ever bibili ka naman ng top box for an extra na mapaglalagyan. Park brake mga boss, tiningnan ko si Hunter 150 tsaka Ranger 150, wala akong masyadong makitang park brake dito, but the switches naman dito is very decent talaga. Maganda pa rin naman kahit wala siyang park brake. Bakit? Kasi meron siyang hazard switch, which is wala si Honda Click V4 yon sa previous videos ko na napag-usapan natin. Naka-tubeless tires na rin, and sa kanyang small specs, meron siyang both CVT, meron siyang USB A&C charging port, meron siyang FI, meron siyang air cooler, but no ABS. For this price, sulit pa rin naman. And siguro yung differences na makikita mo dito if ever titingnan mo agad is that ang kanyang design, especially kay Hunter 150, different talaga kay Ranger 150. Key differences nila is that si Hunter 150 is merong ganitong klaseng headlight and meron siyang bigger visor. Samantalang kay Ranger 150 naman is that naka-projector headlight siya na iba yung design, parang pang Kymco, tapos meron din siyang handguard. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin ang key specs and key features nito. Si Hunter 150 ay may displacement na 150cc single cylinder. May power na 11.5 horsepower at 7,500 RPM. May camshaft na single overhead cam na may 2 valves. Yung torque niya naman is naka 12.2 Nm at 6,500 RPM with a wet weight of 124 kilograms. Yung fuel capacity niya naman is naka 7.0 liters. Naka air cooled, no ABS, naka CVT, FI, meron siyang USB sockets which is Type A and Type C, magandang LCD display, at saka may projector LED which is pag-usapan natin yan sa key features maya-maya. Meron ding seat height na 750mm si FKM Hunter with a ground clearance of 140mm and the wheelbase of 1,310mm. Front tires niya naman is naka 120 by 70 by 12 while yung likod is naka 130 by 70 by 12. Special features nito for its price, naka digital panel siya, naka projector headlights, may USB socket ports, may front and rear disc brake, may top box bracket ng dala, and last but not the least, naka dual contact signal light. So, this simply means for this price, napakaganda ng value for money ratio. To think na meron ng top box bracket, meron ng charging ports, this simply means mas malaki na yung chance na mas maging confident ka if dadalhin mo to for your adventures. And ilalagay ko na lang sa display ang full specs ng motorsiklong ito para mapag-decide mo if para sa'yo ba to. Makikita natin dito that FKM Ranger 150 has a 150cc single cylinder na merong 11.5 horsepower at 7,500 RPM na may camshaft of single overhead cam na may 2 valves and a torque of 12.2 Nm at 6,500 RPM. Yung wet weight naman dito is around 122 kilograms with a fuel capacity of 7.0 liters. Naka-air cooled, no ABS, naka-CVT automatic tayo, but meron siyang FI, USB ANC charging port. Meron din tayong kasama ditong magandang LCD display and magandang LED headlight na pag-uusapan natin maya-maya. Si Ranger 150 nga pala is merong height na 750mm with the ground clearance of 140mm and a wheelbase of 1,300mm. Yung gulong niya naman sa harap is 120 by 70 by 12 while yung rear tires niya naman is naka 130 by 70 by 12. Maganda talaga to tignan para pang adventure. Ngayon naman, pag-usapan natin ang key features nito. Meron siyang digital panel, meron siyang USB socket port, meron siyang projector headlight na maganda kasi mukha siyang classic. Meron din tayong kasamang handguard dito, naka front and rear disc brake na rin, and meron siyang front carrier na pwede mong lagyan ng mga camping tools mo dito. Ilalagay ko na nga lang pala dito sa screen yung full specs niya para matingnan mo talaga on paper if para sa'yo ba itong motorsiklong ito. Ngayon naman, pag-usapan natin ang first impression dito sa dalawang motorsiklong ito when it comes to comfortability, affordability, usability for both of these bikes. When it comes to comfortability, both bikes are comfortable and accessible. Upright yung seating position natin sa dalawang to. Meron tayong modern seat height around 750mm. So, it is very easy to plant your feet, especially if balancing ka pa lang. Meron din tayong dual shock rear suspension dito. So, it helps us absorb the rougher kind of roads. Itong dalawang motorsiklong ito, less yung pagod natin dito compared sa mga 125cc motorcycles kasi much smoother, better power, tsaka better suspension as a 150cc motorcycle at a 125cc pricing segment. And dahil naka-automatic tayo dito, di na tayo kailangan mag-learn ng mga manual motorcycles ever ito man yung bilhin mo as a beginner. Now, sa affordability naman, both motorcycle priced around 78,000 pesos. So, they enter budget-friendly territory for a new 150cc motorcycles. For this price, meron tayong 150cc displacement, meron tayong automatic convenience, meron tayong automatic motorcycle experience, and better specs than older 125cc motorcycle pricing category. And last but not the least, sa kanyang usability, meron tayong magandang motorcycle for this kind of price na pwedeng-pwede natin ipang daily, maganda sa mga provincial roads, maganda pang adventure, and kaya din naman pang daily. They're both an all-around kind of motorcycle, which is hindi lang maganda sa mga specs, maganda din siya for the actuality and for its practicality. Now, if nagugustuhan mo na yung motorsiklong ito, meron tayong 3 things that you're gonna like about this motorcycle and one good thing to improve if ever meron man. Both motorcycles are adventure ready, ang kanyang identity. So it means both bikes carry a sporty kind of adventure na hindi lang napaka-plain for city rides but adventure capable. Second na magugustuhan mo dito is ang kanyang napaka-specs loaded for this kind of price. Both are priced around 78,000. Merong 150cc, naka-FI, naka-naked yung handlebars, and disc brake na sa harap at saka likod. Sa ganitong klaseng budgeting mo, masasabi mo talagang goods na goods to sa mga pang-araw-araw mo. And last but not the least na magugustuhan mo dito is ang kanyang pricing. Bakit? Kasi these motorcycles have 150cc displacement at a 125cc pricing category segment. If magre-research ka, especially on this pricing, ito talaga ang isa sa mga pinaka-specs loaded kind of motorcycles na makikita mo ngayon sa ganitong mga presyuhan. And siguro one good thing to improve lang talaga dito sa motorcycles na to, especially FKM yung branch nila, is ang kanilang marketing department. Although maganda talaga yung specs niya, maganda yung kaniyang pagkakalagay dito, however, it would be really great if meron tayong mga magandang web development sa kanilang website. More brochures, more development sa website, and more marketing strategies para mas mapalabas yung kaniyang beauty, not just for its specs, but how the customer will experience, especially sa kanilang journey pag nabili nila itong motorsiklong ito. If they'll do that, they will have a better customer's experience, and few years from now, I can really say, mas mapapatatag nila ang respect at saka tiwala ng mga tao. Now naman, pag-usapan natin yung final thoughts natin sa dalawang ito. Pero bago ang lahat, if wala pa akong Honda RS125Fi or Suzuki Gixxer 155 and meron akong riding experience, will these motorcycles will be a good motorcycle option? Or is this a must-buy motorcycle kind of decision? Papakita ko muna sa inyo ang nagustuhan ko dito sa tatlong ito at baka mas magustuhan mo rin. So, both Hunter 150 and Ranger 150, ang magustuhan natin dito talaga is ang kanyang pagka-adventure ready kind of motorcycle. Meron din siyang great tech features for its price, grabe. Last but not the least is that it's a 150cc motorcycle for a 125cc price segment. While if babalik naman tayo kay Honda RS125Fi, which is yung first motorcycle ko, ang magugustuhan mo dito is nakadalawang suspension na siya, and if ikukumpara mo siya sa Honda Click, yun yung parang panalo niya kasi. But if makikita mo kay Ranger 150 tsaka Hunter 150, which is both merong dalawang suspension, then this kind of feature is not so napaka-highlighting kay Honda RS125. You're gonna like about this motorcycle din naman if RS125 is one of your top considered motorcycles, is that meron siyang higher KPL which is around 69 kilometers per liter and lower maintenance cost. Kasi nga 'di ba, naka semi-automatic motorcycle dito si Honda RS125Fi. For me mga bossing, I would gladly choose the FKM Ranger 150. Especially if gusto ka na magala-gala, gusto kong pumunta somewhere, and magamit tong camera natin para ipang vlog sa mga magagandang destinasyon. Ranger 150 kasi is meron siyang carrier sa harap na pwede yung paglagyan ng mga camping accessories natin. Meron siyang top box ready na bracket, meron tayong footboard na pwede talagang paglagyan ng mga kung ano-ano, especially if gagamitin mo to sa mga pang-adventure talaga ng mga daan. Although Ranger 150 yung gusto ko, pareho lang talaga tong dalawang ito sa specs tsaka sa mga pricing. So, depende na lang talaga if subjective ka dito sa dalawang to. If you're considering RS125, then pwede mo talaga maisipan tong dalawang motorsiklong ito as a comparison if mas magugustuhan mo ba to over the Honda. Whether Hunter 150 man or Ranger 150, this motorcycle is a good motorcycle option. Although not a must-buy kind of decision, maganda talaga itong piliin, especially if mas priority mo ang performance over branding. Kasi if si Honda yung pipiliin mo, medyo magkalayo na yung specs nila sa kaniyang features at saka mga technologies. Napakaganda din naman kasi ng dalawang motorsiklong ito if automatic motorcycles ang pipiliin mo kasi okay na okay to for daily commute, may mga daily errands ka rin, and for practicality. Napaka-easy beginner pa naman kasi naka-automatic tayo dito, which means less intimidating tong dalhin. All in all, maganda talaga to for your everyday usability. Tapos, pwede pang ipang off-road. One thing is for sure, the Hunter 150 or Ranger 150 will both serve you well, alin man dito yung piliin mo. At the end of the day kasi, both motorcycles offer strong specs for its price. Pero dahil mas less ang kanyang brand presence, dapat mo talaga gawin ang iyong due diligence, especially in after-sales support. Whereas if Honda or Suzuki yung mga motorcycles na pipiliin mo, iba talaga yung tiwalang na bibigay nila sa'yo. Pero kayo ba mga bossing, sino ba yung mas gusto nyo dito sa dalawang ito? Kasi for me, Ranger 150 yung napupusuan ko. Pero kayo ba? Let me know your thoughts dyan sa comment section. And if nagustuhan mo yung mga ganitong mga klaseng videos, you can follow me for more. Like this video na rin and make a comment down below if meron ka mga questions or suggestions na pwede natin pag-usapan dyan together with the community. Always remember lang to ride safe and see you on my next video. Let's go!